Alright guys, prerequisites, the skills that you need to actually play guard. One of the biggest problems I see when we're playing guard is people are trying so hard to keep their guard that they can't actually enact their offense or their defense from guard. So the prerequisites that we have for keeping our guard are very simple. Mr. Peter will pass my guard, meaning he will move our legs out of the way. The first step is a frame here. I'm going to stop the action for long enough for me to enact another counter. It's very important we keep our arm locked here instead of bent. When my arm is locked, he can continue trying to pass my guard, and he moves me. Walk around, Mr. Peter. Just like so. Excellent. We'll reset back here. All right, if my arm is bent here, and he starts leaning in, my arm collapses, and the guard is passed. So keep the arm locked. After the frame, the first move will be a step over. I'm going to take the outside leg, step over. I'm going to use this to lift my hips and reset our position. He passes the other way. Again, we will frame, step over, lift the hips, and reset. The second retention that we will have, pass the guard, up. We will frame. We will again step over, but this time maybe he's blocking my bottom knee. I can't quite turn that way. Now I will take my frame. We will scoop under the ankle. Notice I'm not grabbing the ankle. I am scooping. And I will use this and my foot post here to invert. As long as my legs are in between me and my opponent in jiu-jitsu, we can play guard here. And there's a lot of sweeps and such that we can do that we will get into later. But the goal here is keeping my legs in between me and my opponent. Easy enough to recover. We spin all the way through. Or we could play inverted, but for today, let's spin all the way through. Okay, so let's start again. He passes the guard. Frame, locked arm. Step over, hips up, reset. He passes the other side. Frame, step over, hook, invert. He passes the guard. And now, maybe I can't start stepping over. Maybe my frame is too late. I will now turn away from Mr. Peter into a turtle position. It's very important that turtle is not a place that we stay. Turtle is a transition. I never want to stay in turtle for very long at all. From the turtle, notice Mr. Peter has chased me. I will post the foot closest to Mr. Peter, and the knee furthest from Mr. Peter will cut in. So once again, I can use my legs to defend myself here. We're back into our guard position. Okay, we'll do the raider again, just the raider. He passes. I roll away, post the foot, slide in with the knee. Let's reset over here. All together. He passes. Frame, step over, hips up. He passes. Frame, step over, invert. He passes. Turn away, post, raider. The last guard retention that we will do in Jiu-Jitsu 101 is a Granby roll. He passes. I turn away. Now instead of the close foot, as we did with the raider, I will post the far foot. The hand closest to my opponent, and my head will now go through this hole, and I will do a Granby roll. Okay. Again, a little bit more live. Pass me that way, please. Pass me that way, or that way. Here, Granby roll. All together. He passes, frame, step, recover. He passes, frame, step, invert. He passes, turn, raider. He passes, up, and Granby. And those are the prerequisites for keeping your guard.